ready to square off. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Troy's offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right, they better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Give cushion.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the right. Keeps the legs moving. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up the first down.
Give cushion.
Williams looking for a man. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Fires to the big fella. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Give cushion.
The give on the inside. Tackle is made after the first down.
Coach suggestions.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Entering play. Cover.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances. And
he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another
Entering
sack.
play call. Coach
that's why as a
suggestions.
defense
There are
it's so
6
important to win
categories.
early downs. You win first and second down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
So the James Madison Dukes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Williams will pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes.
Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they can...
Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Trojans. What a great play by the defense. It's paying off with the interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. The 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Trojans. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6. Kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to kick and kick and kick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We reach the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Dukes are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Fires to the tight end. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback moving. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Offense getting set for first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now 2nd and 10.
Give cushion.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams looking for a man. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Trojans send out the punt unit.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, dude.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Entering play call.
Finally
Drive. There are 14 categories. You have 3 options. Drive is selected.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get it.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things. Sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his big tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping it short on 4th down? First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Boyd. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Lulls his way forward. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
He's got the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
There are 14
Second and 10 after the
you have
previous play.
options. X under is selected.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
X under is
The
selected.
Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And wings it incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
3 options. X under is selected.
On second down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Duke.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
And I tell you what, that
there
passing
are 8
touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Special teams, you have 7 options.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half.
Left is selected.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but
looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Dukes want to move quickly. Off the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Oh, what a cut! He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Throwing right. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Coach suggestions.
What a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Troy! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Troy! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defense? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, there's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come out.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. But a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
This time it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He makes the connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Driver selected.
On the run, it's Knight. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We have 3 options. Driver selected.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Offense calls the timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He took a hit as he scored, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Absolute shame.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. Going up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Direct snap. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Trojans will punt this one away.
Entering threatened spacing.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Coach suggestions. There are
1 second left here in the 3rd quarter.
Options. Empty and inside zone selected.
Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
There are 8 categories. Shark HD wheel.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. To the ground with the back. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that first
ball. Coach suggestions. There are 6
They'll start
categories.
this one from the 29 on 1st down.
Give cushion.
He's going to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Alert.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get home.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And a big return after the INT sets up the offense in this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores, and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing the pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Walls. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get it stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Safe completion on the screen. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. They keep attacking through the air. Fires toward the target. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Level sale is selected.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You have 15 options. Spot option is selected.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed.
Interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we can kick them in the face?
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Give cushion.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it, you got to get better, you got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Dick Powell.
Entering weekly advanced summary. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. And first downs home 14 away. Upgrade. Entering. Yes. Entering home screen. Home you have. Load accept invite. Entering select. Moyolian 11_5 Dynasty online save GP Oregon. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering ready talk CFB team coach CFB team schedule. Entering week 3 week 6 week 7 week 10 week 11. Entering yes. Entering home screen Dynasty is selected. Play now is Dynasty is selected.